We're asked to simplify, and one thing that's important in keeping in mind in mathematics, the way we try to simplify and make things smaller is PEMDAS. Okay, sometimes teachers write it like this: "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." I mean, that's great, but the problem is it makes students think that multiplication has to happen before division, which isn't the case. It should really be written like this. Multiplication and division are on the same level. Addition and subtraction, same level. The way you decide between the two is you read it like you read a book. Read it left to right, and then, if division comes first before multiplication, as you read it from left to right, you do division first. The big idea here is that, we have all accepted these rules and how we're going to communicate mathematical ideas. So we have to do PEMDAS so that we're all on the same page. There's probably other ways of adding and subtracting quantities. There's tons of different ways actually in human history that we've done it, but we're all kind of many different cultures are all adopting this one pathway to logical thinking. So over here we got 3 times 8 plus 5 times 2. When you multiply those together, you got to multiply first, right? That's something I should have emphasized there. Make my pen bigger. Looks nicer. Okay. Yeah, so we got to multiply first. 3 times 8 makes 24. Can't add yet. You have to do the multiplication first. And I did 5 times 2 makes 10. And now in the next step I can add these up to make 34. And then same thing over here with this one. Reading it left to right, division actually is going to happen first. It's not going to really matter in the end whether you do multiplication or division first, but we still want to practice this correctly. 20 divided by 4 makes 5. And then we can do this in the same line. 6 times 5 makes 30. Now we can move on to the addition subtraction land. 5 plus 30 makes 35. I can't move my screen over for some reason. So this last one over here, with PEMDAS, I didn't explain the top. P and then top means parentheses. Then E comes next. That's exponents. Then we got multiplication and division comes next. Okay, so we got to do exponents before multiplication and division, but on top of that we have to do inside the parentheses first here. Come on, okay. So looking inside the parentheses, there's another order of operations we got to look at. We got to multiply those numbers first. My first step here, 9 times 6 makes 54. And now we can do addition inside the parentheses. And now this is multiplication. So technically exponents are supposed to come next. So let's hold off on that multiplying. And now 3 times 55 makes 165. If you subtract those two for our final step, 149. Okay, so hopefully that helps with what they're asking for, simplifying. Just look at the order of operations and do that nice and slow.